Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. This is Kevin Moon from God's Country. It's time for your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's weather. Now, here's my friend, Dr. Don.
Welcome to your Tuesday, East Alabama and West Georgia. Dr. Don with you. Time now for your primetime forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. Be sure that you contact Jamie today by calling 256-831-7770, or you can hit that link at the top of this video. It will carry you over to the website where you can request that cost-free, no-obligation insurance quote. You don't have to talk to a soul, and it's not going to cost you anything. They may be able to save you a lot of money, and that's very important right now with the way the economy is. So do that, and then you also become eligible to win some great prizes from Alpha and Dr. Don's Weather. You're going to get the Dr. Don Weather app if you are a winner. You're also going to pick up a car freshie from K&L Car Charms, and you're going to get in our next drawing a $25 gift card from Meadows Farm Equipment on Highway 431 just south of Wedowee. So make sure you get that insurance quote today so that you'll be a winner with Dr. Don and Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. We have got a lot to talk about today. We'll start with the Storm Prediction Center convective outlook for today. It'll stay off to our west. No problems across Alabama or Georgia, but you're probably going to hear some big storms out there in Texas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and then all the way up into Missouri. And then as we move forward, we're looking at, unfortunately, potentially a major severe weather outbreak across the southeastern United States on Wednesday. You don't see that in moderate category very often, but right there we have a good chunk of eastern Louisiana, almost all of Mississippi, and a good area across West Alabama outlined under a moderate risk for Wednesday. And I want you to look at that enhanced risk area. That makes it all the way over into East Alabama and extreme northwest Georgia. Again, we don't even see the enhanced risk category, but maybe just 2 or 3 times a season. So this has the potential of being a red letter severe weather outbreak across Alabama and Georgia on Wednesday into Thursday morning. Now, I think the timing for East Alabama and West Georgia will be after sunset on Wednesday. I'll show you that graphic in just a few moments. As we look at Thursday, that risk for severe weather will slide on off to the east and will encompass most of middle and southern Georgia, northwest Florida, and then there will be another area up there in extreme North Carolina and up into the Virginias. As we look at the Birmingham way of thinking for the severe weather on Wednesday, here's the timing on all of this. We're thinking, of course, the highest risk will be a moderate category. That'll be over in West Alabama. That is pretty much Tornado Alley in the state of Alabama, from Hamilton back down to Birmingham, down to Selma and Demopolis, and to the west back to the Mississippi state line. We're looking at a moderate risk. That's 4 out of 5, folks. There's only one more category. And to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised to see a few counties in Alabama be upgraded even again to that high category before we get there tomorrow. So this could be a very serious situation across Alabama. I'm not saying that to alarm you or to scare you. I'm telling you that so that you can prepare, so that you know where your tornado safe place is in your home and at your place of business, so that if you live in a mobile home, you go ahead and make plans right now, today. Identify somewhere else for you to go. You cannot stay in a mobile home with a severe weather threat such as this. We're talking even away from thunderstorms. You could see winds gusting 40 to 50 miles per hour. And that is certainly high enough to bring down trees. Most mobile homes are destroyed by falling trees. So if you live in a mobile home, please identify somewhere today that you can go in the event that severe weather does move into your area on Wednesday evening into early Thursday morning. So we're talking an enhanced risk across central and east Alabama anytime after 8 p.m. on Wednesday night. I think it's probably going to be closer to 11 p.m. or midnight before we start to see those storms across the Dr. Don coverage area of East Alabama. And then we have a slight risk way down there in southeast Alabama from about Auburn south on 431 down to the Eufaula area. So that's what we think is going to happen. Over in the moderate risk, you could see damaging winds of up to 80 miles per hour plus tornadoes. In the enhanced risk, we're talking damaging winds of up to 70 miles per hour. That would be for most of East Alabama, with a few tornadoes. And then down there in the slight risk category, damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour and a few tornadoes. So let's take a look at the weather models. This is the shot at 2 a.m. Thursday morning. And you can see some pretty significant thunderstorms sitting right over East Alabama and West Georgia at that time. Now, I want you to really listen to what I'm telling you here, because I don't want you to come away from this with the wrong message. I think the line of storms will be in a weakening mode when they come through East Alabama and West Georgia, but there is a high potential that they will still be strong enough to cause damage. Even though they may not be quite as strong as what we will see earlier in the day in West Alabama, they're still going to be strong enough to cause issues across East Alabama and West Georgia, even though they may be in a waning mode. So if you hear folks talk about all the storms will be weakening when they come through East Alabama, that may be true, but they will be weakening from a very, very strong state as they move in. So the potential is going to be higher than usual for severe weather across East Alabama and West Georgia. And another caveat to that is this will be coming through during the overnight hours when a lot of folks will be in the bed asleep. So you've got to have a way of receiving severe weather information that's going to wake you up before you go to bed tomorrow night. If you do not have a NOAA weather radio, go to your box store today and purchase one. They're very easy to program. I'm here to assist you. All you got to do is send me a message on Messenger. I'll help you get that thing programmed. You got to have a way of being woke up from severe weather alerts if you're going to go to bed tomorrow night. Of course, we'll be here. We'll be providing live coverage for you, but folks got to work on Thursday morning, so they're going to be going to bed. You can't just go to bed and sleep through this, folks. That's dangerous. That's how you get hurt. That's how people die in severe weather events. So please be weather aware and make sure that you do everything you can to protect yourself and your family as we get into this event. Here's another thing you must be able to do. You must be able to pick out your county on a state map. On the left is the entire state of Alabama. On the right is the primary Dr. Don coverage area. And when you hear me reference East Alabama, I'm talking about all of those counties inside that red line. If you live in Roanoke, then you're in that county that's marked Randolph. If you live in Ashland, you're in that county that is marked Clay. If you're in Sylacauga, you're in that county that's marked Talladega. If you don't know the name of the county you live in or what it looks like on a map, please spend about 10 minutes today looking at an Alabama state map, identifying which county you live in, so that when you hear that there's a warning if let's say you live in Alexander City and you hear there's a tornado warning in Coosa County and that storm is moving east, then you know Coosa County is to your west. The storm's moving east. That storm's coming directly at you. That way you don't have to ask about your particular location after I have just given it to you by referencing East Alabama. If I say that severe storms are possible across all of East Alabama, well, if you're inside that red area, that covers your town as well. So it's very important, folks, to know that our weather comes from the west and northwest most of the time, and you just simply have to know where you are on a map, because that's how we reference weather and the direction it's moving in and where it's going to go. You just really need to be, this is Weather 101. This is Weather Safety 101. This is how you keep yourself safe, is being able to understand the basics of what we're talking about when we're doing severe weather coverage. And then there's the state of Georgia on the left. And when I talk about West Georgia here on Dr. Don's Weather, I'm talking about those counties inside the red. We're talking Carroll, Heard, Troup, and Harris, even though we certainly will give attention to Muskogee and Chattahoochee, even Haralson, and occasionally Coweta and Meriwether as well, if the weather's bad enough. So just know that when we're talking West Georgia, those are the counties that we are talking about when we're doing our severe weather coverage. All right, so today, though, no weather woes. It's going to be a nice day, mostly sunny and warm. 78 in Roanoke this afternoon, 77 in Ashland, Lineville, Wedowee. We go to 75 in Ranburne. LaGrange tops out this afternoon at 77 degrees with lots of sunshine. Don't forget about our fast forecast over on Instagram. We give you all this in 60 seconds or less, believe it or not. And if you don't follow us over on Instagram, I encourage you to do so. And we normally post that before we get anything else out. So it's the first weather we send out every single morning, and it's the fastest. And then for a much more in-depth look at the forecast, you follow us here on Facebook, YouTube, and at drdonwx.com. So here's the 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent for today. Mostly sunny, though we could see a few clouds this afternoon. 78 will be the daytime high, down to 55 this evening. Then things really start to change on Wednesday. We're going to be caught between low pressure and high pressure on Wednesday, so we're going to be caught in a pressure gradient, which means we're going to have crazy winds even away from thunderstorms. Now, that's pretty much been the MO so far this year. With every weather system we've had, we've just had stupid wind, and it's going to happen again this time. We're talking winds gusting anywhere from 20 to 40 miles per hour Wednesday, and this will be before the storms even get here. So as we go into the afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, very windy. 82 will be the high. Those winds are going to be coming out of the south, blowing in warm air. So it's going to feel stormy, and it's going to be very windy. 82 your high. We go down to 58 Wednesday night. Showers and thunderstorms on the increase after dark. I think the window for severe weather will be from across East Alabama and West Georgia will be from 11 p.m. Wednesday night through about 4 a.m. Thursday morning. And I think that there is a better than average chance that we could be looking at a red letter severe weather event across East Alabama and West Georgia. You know, I use that reference quite often. You'll hear me say, now, this is not going to be a red letter event. I'm telling you this time, this could potentially be a red letter event, meaning that we could be looking at widespread severe weather to include all modes, straight line damaging winds, and the possibility of tornadoes. And there could be a few strong, violent, long-lived tornadoes with this event, though I would expect that to be more likely in West Alabama. We cannot completely rule that out in East Alabama. So this is most definitely going to be an event that you're going to want to make sure that you stay weather aware and make sure you have multiple ways of receiving severe weather information as you go to bed Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So this should all be out of here by sunrise Thursday morning, though a stray shower or two on the backside of all this would be possible through about 8 or 9 a.m. Thursday morning. And then we go back to partly sunny skies by noon, and I think mostly clear skies by late afternoon. 75 your high on Thursday. Full-blown sunshine to end the week on Friday, 69. But yeah, here comes more rain on Saturday and Sunday. Don't think we're looking at a wide coverage rain. I don't think it rains all weekend. I think you will have periods of sunlight in there and chances to get outside and do some things. But just know there is a chance of rain Saturday and Sunday. 71 Saturday and 70 out there on Sunday. So here's your Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar this morning. And it is showing some showers. If you look real close back out toward Dallas, Texas, up to around Oklahoma City, that is the beginning of this next storm system that will be in here tomorrow evening and during the overnight. It really hasn't gotten all of its stuff together just yet, but it will be increasing in intensity and coverage throughout the day. And all eyes will be out there today to see what kind of severe weather we get, because that's what's coming our way. Of course, we see nothing across East Alabama or West Georgia this morning. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. It's at DSTRN1040. And you can get our weather information on Twitter. We broadcast it there, as well as what we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. Thank you to all those folks you see scrolling on the left. Mr. Joey Knight at Anchor Roofing. And all these storms, you need to have your roof inspected, especially if you've had some hail. Give Joey a call. Mr. Jimmy Stevens of Jimmy Stevens Construction. We appreciate Mr. Jimmy. If you're in the need for remodeling and new homes, he's the one to call. And, of course, the town of Wadley, Miss Donna McKay and the town council. Hey, good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I'll see you back in here first thing tomorrow morning, and we will do all of this again. We'll update that possibility of severe weather, which now is beginning to look very likely for East Alabama and West Georgia Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And, of course, we'll have full coverage for you right here on Dr. Don's Weather if conditions warrant. Y'all have a fantastic Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.